Welcome to Leeds United fans. Myself, Philip, and Luke are back again.
How
Well,
do?
it's been an interesting week for Leeds, to put it mildly, hasn't it? Really, you know.
Yeah, a draw, a loss, and no manager.
Yeah. And today, now, I thought for 80 minutes we definitely deserve something out of it, but the lack of creativity, like we really missed Rodrigo today. Bamford just wasn't at the races, and with Sinisterra's obviously got a knock again, and you know, it's
For the first 20 minutes, they couldn't get out of their half.
Oh shit, man! We had a
Nothing out like it.
chance. Like a bit like last week, last game, we had a chance just to start with Somerville. He just hit it over, just hit
Yeah,
it over, And if that had gone in, it'd have been a different game.
quite possibly. But like you say, we just we've got nothing when it comes to actually getting the ball in front of the goal and having a go.
Well, I wouldn't say we've nothing. We've got Nanto and we've got Somerville.
No, I mean we're not creating enough.
No, we're not.
We've
No,
got the players that can, but we're not creating enough.
Harrison was trying today, but it was just couldn't knock Harrison today. He played well for what he was doing, but it was just too hard because he was kind of running himself and Nanto and Somerville were all kind of sitting in the same area, you know.
Yeah, again.
And Bamford was just, oh, this Rodrigo injury, man, it's proven as fucking bad as I had hoped it wouldn't, but it is.
You are right. I thought Ayling played well again. He seems to be a man reborn.
Alien has been a monster the last two games. Absolutely brilliant player. Even Firpo's been doing all right.
Yeah, that's stupid booking, but other than that, no issues with him.
My Firpo's been doing all right, though, now, to be fair. He
Yeah,
hasn't pulled up any fucking trees or anything, but he hasn't been the Firpo of old, like.
he doesn't pull up any trees, but he's never been given a consistent run.
No, he
Give him a
hasn't.
consistent run and see what he can do.
At this stage now, when Strike is out with a concussion, so we have to play him, like.
Yeah, that was interesting. First 5 minutes, and I think it was McKenny absolutely poleaxed Malacia, but clean tackle, and the referee stopped the game, and everyone's booing him, but he wasn't giving the foul. He was just like,
Oh, you rattled his head off the
yeah,
ground. Yeah, he did.
yeah, he did, yeah, really good refereeing.
Yeah. Oh, he couldn't knock the. We do give out about refs and the VAR situation over the weekend was an
Oh yeah.
embarrassment, as we were just saying before we came on here. But he couldn't knock the referee today. No, he didn't do bad at all.
The only thing that annoyed me, um, it might have been Fred clipped from behind Somerville, but didn't get a booking, and there'd been tackles given a booking that weren't as bad as that. Other than that, I thought he had a good game.
Let the game flow to the best of his ability. Like,
Yeah,
no, but the next two games now, man, are the big ones. Really, the Southampton, who are now managerless as well, and Everton. So they are two, and Everton away at Goodison Park too.
on Dyche Everton. Oh, that said, we've played well this week.
We've done all right, man. You know, we lost today, but all we
It's
were missing
Manchester
was just a
United.
little bit of a fucking spark up front that Rodrigo or Sinisterra would have given us, and we just didn't have it.
Plus, it's Manchester United. Back-to-back games against Manchester United.
A team that are reborn under Ten Hag, like let's be real
Oh,
about
they
it.
are. They are, yeah. Especially now Ronaldo's gone as well.
Oh, they're a totally different team. And look at the options they could bring off the bench. Martinez,
Oh, yeah.
Garnacho, Wan-Bissaka. I know Wan-Bissaka gets a bit of stick, but he was a perfect player to bring on when the Dallo was tiring and
He
Nanto was
rallied
getting
the
a bit of
bar as well,
pace.
Dallo.
Brought on Wan-Bissaka because he had the pace to just keep up with Nanto. Like,
Yeah. No, 1 point out of those two games isn't too bad, to be honest.
I expected nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I expect and under from obviously when March I definitely expected nothing. But they're two tough games and we gave them a fucking go of it. Like we got a point and we lost today, but we were unlucky really in the balance of the game. They took their
They've got
chances, we didn't. That's basically it.
they've got world-class players. What do you expect?
Well,
Rashford scores every fucking game.
Rashford, man, look what happened to him since Ten Hag has come in. He's gone from shit to superstar.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No,
And
there was no shit. I don't even think Bamford was shit today. He's the striker. He needs better. He needs better service.
His touch wasn't great though either, was it, man?
Not as bad as against Forest.
No, true enough, but still,
Because
that's
against Forest, he
not
was awful.
fair. Oh man, we miss Rodrigo.
We do.
The manager situation isn't great either. We've had 4 refusals. Well, not 4 refusals. We've had 3 and 1 club blocked. So
Am I good? Shall I take this moment to say I told you so?
Pochettino has no interest, according to the Athletic and the Guardian. So that's 2 reputable sources there. Like it's not the
We're
fucking
not.
Sun or
We're
the
not.
Star or the Mirror or something.
We're not the draw that we think we are. And like you said before, this transfer window's gone.
Relegation battle.
Relegation battle. I wouldn't leave Feyenoord for us.
No, he was kind of making noise about it. He was interested at first, and he obviously thought about it and said, "I'm really building my name here. I could be the next Ten Hag.
Yeah,
I go there and they go down, my reputation as taking a belt.
yeah.
So I'm going to stay put until at least the summer and do well with Feyenoord, and then assess my options."
Which he is doing well with Feyenoord. Yeah,
If we bring in a short-term manager, say we do, and come the summer, if we're looking for a new manager, and we go knocking on the door again, he could be interested because a window, he'll have a pre-season and everything to get his methods in. He'll be coming in now in the middle of February.
yeah. Are we against our? I mean, I don't even know who this guy is. Our current temporary interim, whatever the hell he is. Are we against him keeping it for the rest of the season?
He's not doing bad, is he?
No.
Not doing bad. Like he said, he's enjoying the experience, and
The team's playing well. They're set up better. The
yeah,
tactics are better. They just need, like you say, spark up front.
just needed without Rodrigo and Sinistero and an off-form Aronson as he is. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
We are missing that little bit. Like Rutter looks good, but he's
He,
fucking raw, man. He's very raw. Like
he overcomplicates things
he does a bit.
sometimes.
He's too many fucking step overs and shit, isn't he?
Yeah. But I think now the time has come to start him.
We have to. We
Yeah.
have to just take a fucking chance on him now, because Bamford is not up to it anymore.
No.
Rodrigo's out. Adams and McKennie look a fucking beast of a
Oh,
pair
yeah,
of
they do.
midfielder.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they set the stall out in the first 5 minutes. Two absolutely walloping tackles, both of them legal.
Yeah. And defensively, I know we conceded 2 today, but defensively, I know at the end everything went wrong, like what the fucking heads went dropped because we were,
We look good. We look really good defensively.
like, again, in the last 10 minutes now, everything went wrong and we, in theory, conceded 4, even though 2 of them were offside. Like,
Wober and Koch together look very good.
they do, yeah, they do. And with
Um,
Adams and McKennie marauding around in front of them, like the unit as such, as again we said, the unit of a team is all right. It's just that spark that we're Rigo will bring. Like,
yeah. Looks like Ayling's pretty much taking his place back now.
oh,
Christensen comes
I
back
think
with
Aylin's
him.
in line for a new contract from the rumblings. I don't know. You hear things, but you take them all with a pinch of salt.
If he keeps playing like this, I've got no problem with him staying.
Oh no, he's a reborn man. He's gone from. We were very critical of Ayling there for a long time, but since Marsh has
Yeah.
left, he's been his old self again. Like,
Marsh was clearly doing something they didn't like. There must have been. It would seem to me, based on the last 2 performances, that he lost the locker room a long time ago.
and Paul Robinson, the video you sent me on, Paul
Oh.
Robinson's assessment of it, he was fucking brutal. But every word, I was like, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, should have done it 2 weeks ago. Should have got Sean Dyche.
Should have
Now
done
here
it
we are.
months ago, man. Realistically, we should have done it 2 months ago. Like the Liverpool, he said himself, the Liverpool win bought him, the fucking kept him in a job.
Yeah, yeah. Every word he said, I would highly recommend. I think it's on. It's either on Sky Premier League or Sky Football YouTube channel. I'd highly recommend anyone go and watch. So like 6 minute long interview, and he doesn't hold back, but every word is spot on.
He says what everyone should have been thinking.
Yeah,
that were just we gave him way too long. We gave him way too long.
I mean,
But he,
I don't like just sacking managers. I don't. It's like they've got rid of Nathan Jones at Southampton, and I
ah,
can see why because he's
but,
been shit, but he hasn't really got a lot to work with.
but he's just out of his depth. Like it was too big for him.
I wouldn't have sacked Hootel, but then that might be to our benefit.
Man, when we're looking at the managers available now, I would take Hasselhoff in a
He's
fucking
got to be top of
heartbeat.
the list.
Heartbeat, man. He is an expert in keeping teams up, and he comes from the same institution as Marsh as well, the Red Bull thing.
Yeah, well, that's not necessarily a good thing.
But he's kind of he's not. I'm not comparing him to Marsh, but he has the kind of same kind of tactical
Yeah,
background that Marsh has for a fucking Red Bull, fucking Leipzig or someone.
Hootel's proven that he can do it in the Premiership. They shouldn't have sacked him, personally. I don't think.
And they're paying for it now.
Oh, they are because they were worse under Nathan Jones than they were under him.
They'll probably hire Sam Allardyce, I'd say.
My mum was. I told you my mum was convinced that we were getting Steve Bruce because if you googled is Steve Bruce going to Leeds, it actually had a thing come up saying that he'd signed an 18-month contract. Please don't let us end up with Steve Bruce.
I must have been caught offside.com or someone like, making up another one of their stories. Like, but
Bastards.
to look at the managers available now, man. Like, we don't want Benitez. We definitely don't
Take
want
another
Big.
Steve Bruce.
We don't want Steve Bruce, obviously. Don't want Big Sam. Well, actually, Big
No,
Sam would be better than fucking Steven Gerrard anyway.
I don't want Steven Gerrard.
He's not good. He's not good. He's clearly
Don't
not.
want Lampard. Don't want Gerrard. Um, what's the situation with Ange Postecoglou? Has he turned us down because we were after him?
Oh, the Celtic manager.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not going anywhere. He's staying where he is.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
You're gonna want to win. You're going online to win a Scottish title, like. No, at the end of the day, like, would you rather you wouldn't mind now winner's medal in your fucking cabinet, would you? Like, and no,
Guaranteed Champions League football every season.
yeah, no, he's definitely not going anywhere. But and of course,
So,
the South American manager, he said, "I can't speak English, so I'm not. I take it, but not until I speak English."
so what about the Bodo Glimt manager over in Norway?
I don't
That
want
started to look like a better option.
don't want him either because he's got no experience in a big league. We did last thing we need now is a hipster manager. We need someone that can do it in a fucking good league, like.
Graham Potter was a hipster manager and he did brilliantly at Brighton.
He's starting to turn it around at Chelsea now a bit.
Yeah,
Oh, he was just
no, he's not.
they were awful unlucky yesterday, man. They were
Oh, they
very,
should have won. They should have won. That was handball every day of the fucking week.
and they were all over them in the first half. Now, but that'll work out in time. It was just
Yeah, it will.
like
With the amount they've spent, they'd hope so.
that was just
But
a train wreck that he was in. He's involved in a train wreck, and he's just trying to get going now, basically. But anyways, but apparently Leeds are still trying to fight on the Real Vallecano manager. They're still trying to do something with him. They're going back again, like.
I mean, his reputation isn't going to be damaged by coming to us. He's taken Rayo Vallecano into fifth place in the Liga from second division.
He brought them right up, yeah.
So he's not. But he wants to come. It's not him that's saying he doesn't want to. It's the club blocking it, and you can't blame them.
They can't because they're going for Europe. Like they've got promoted and they could end up in Europe. Like and the Spanish league, as we know, doesn't have the same financial outlay for TV rights or anything like England has. So for them, that'd be massive. Like that would be like winning the fucking league for them. Like
Rayo Vallecano are a very basic club as well. Like seriously basic. Their ground on the face of it, it looks like a really cool little ground. The facilities are virtually non-existent. Apparently, the press box doesn't even have Wi-Fi. It's that fucking basic. They're a real they're a really kind of scratching and clawing up the league club.
oh yeah, but sure, there's
So
no.
he's done brilliantly. So his reputation is not going to be tainted by coming to us.
And I hope we've got what date we now? We're the 12th.
Yeah.
So and we've got enough time. We've got enough time and we've got enough games.
Oh yeah.
Got to get the right manager in.
I think Southampton are down,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't think Bournemouth have got enough to stay up.
Done that. They do it.
But after that, all of a sudden Everton are looking better. Wolves out of sight. Leicester out of sight.
Well,
Forest,
Wolves aren't out of sight yet now, to be fair.
they will be the way they're playing.
Yeah, yeah, true enough.
Forest,
Hit and
that
miss
could go
now.
either way.
They're hit and miss. They were bad yesterday now.
I full
Uh,
battered them.
they were bad yesterday. And if we were
And they
any
weren't,
fucking good at all, we'd have got something out of them as well.
they weren't good against us. So you can see them getting pulled back into it.
Yeah.
So it might be for that third relegation spot, it might be between us and Forest
Or Everton.
or Palace.
Palace aren't scoring goals. Palace are not scoring goals. Like they're
They're
not
not
scoring.
scoring goals. They're not very good.
I don't
They're
think
getting,
Everton are out of it yet because they have very little options up front. If Calvert-Lewin picks up a knock, which is liable to happen to him,
yeah.
they don't have a number 9. Full stop. They have
They
nobody.
they beat Arsenal, but Arsenal are off form.
Arsenal have gone. Arsenal have hit that patch that they were always
Yeah,
going to hit. They were never. They were always going to. There was always going to be a stage in the season for a few games where they were going to have
yeah,
a
that's
bit of
true.
up and down. Like that's just the way it goes. Like
So it could be between four clubs. I don't think Wolves will be in there, but yeah, I think Palace are going to get sucked in. I think Forest will get sucked back in.
yeah,
Everton, you might well be right. We're definitely in it.
oh, we're in it. Like, but it's. I just the managerial thing is the thing now. It's just. It's a big. This is the biggest appointment we've made as a manager since Marcelo Bielsa.
I think Hasenhüttl has to be the man.
Yeah, for what's out there, I think he is the perfect choice. He can speak English. He knows the league. He knows how to survive in the Premier League.
He's a good manager.
And the year, I don't remember what year it was now, but there was one year it was Klopp that got manager of the year. I, my mind, it was Hasenhüttl was the manager of the year. What he done there
He's so good he managed to survive a 9-0 drubbing
twice.
twice. I'll take a 9-0 drubbing once if we stay up. I don't care.
And in theory, we have a better team than he had what he had at Southampton.
There's no in theory about it. We have a far superior squad to Southampton.
And Rodrigo must be out at least 3 weeks now at this stage, so he's more or less halfway through his recovery.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we had a Hasenhüttl coming in and he had with Rodrigo, Nanto, Somerville, Sinistera, hopefully, you
I'm
know,
losing. I'm losing a bit of faith with Sinistera, not because of his lack of. He hasn't got a lack of talent, but he's always fucking injured.
he's been very
It's
unlucky though. His injury record before he came to Leeds was good though.
shocking now.
He's just been awful unlucky. Like even the last game, there was no one even near him, and he was down. He went like,
He's going to be. I said this to you last week. He's going to be a. What's the word I'm looking for? He's going to be a crock player through no fault of his own. He's going to be a shit signing through no fault of his own. If it carries on this way,
I haven't given up on him yet. He's just had bad luck. Like he's just had, sometimes like players just have bad luck.
I know, but the thing is with injuries, once it starts, that can be it, and that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's all. That's a factor, all right too. But I don't know. I don't know. This is a really strange time now, man. We really are. We're in serious trouble unless we make the right appointment. It's that simple.
Oh yeah, I'm not totally against this. I don't even know his name. This guy who's interim,
He was the
but
England under 18 manager before he came into this role.
because it's not this guy that they've brought in from Man United to be the assistant. He's still the assistant,
Yeah.
and apparently they hated him at Man United, according to the commentator today.
All right.
Well, he was under. He was the assistant under that ex
Ragnar.
Schalke that guy, Rangnick,
Ragnar, yeah.
and they fucking hated them, didn't they?
All they did, they weren't popular at all. Like that was a disaster. Like
But whoever this guy is, he set the team up well last couple of games.
And he made
But
the right changes too.
but is the way we're playing just the bounce from him fucking going, or is it this guy having a good effect? I don't know yet. Bit
I
of both,
wouldn't-
maybe.
I just think that the team had given up under Marsh.
Oh yeah, they're very happy to see him go.
Oh yeah, sure. When Click put up on the post on Instagram, it's a beautiful day, even though he was already gone. Like,
Makes me wonder if he'd have gone earlier, whether Click would have stayed.
oh, I'd say so.
See, I've got a lot of time for Click.
Click is a great squad player,
Yeah,
and when a game like that, when you need someone that can do something to maybe be a bit creative,
and he can.
he can do. He's
Yeah,
not world class by any stretch of the imagination, but today when we were missing that little bit of creativity just in front of Adams and McKenny, he would have been the man to bring on today, and we don't have him now because Marsh.
Mark Rocker seems to have lost his place now.
Well, the way McKenny and Adams played today, they were
Inconsistent.
they were machine like.
Yeah, you can. Oh, you can see why. And
Yeah,
he's a good player. I like him, but these two together, ooh,
yeah, they're a different class. Like they're a different class, and could you put Rock in a more attacking role in front of them? But
you
then again,
don't
it's
know,
still,
do
you
you?
need someone on the bench too, don't you?
Yeah, you do. But with Aronson not really playing that well, maybe it's worth a shot. Puts himself about.
When Jack Harrison came off today and Aronson came on, I would have put Sam Greenwood in myself personally.
Yeah. But I think they want to build Aronson's confidence back up. He did have a chance. He had a shot deflected wide. If that goes in, that's his confidence sky high again.
True, true, true. It's just
He's a good player. We've seen him be a good player.
he was a great player at the start of the season.
Him and Christensen have really gone downhill.
Oh, Christensen isn't even playing now.
No.
You'd wonder what the fuck is going on behind the scenes there, man. You really would at this stage. Like,
We don't know, do you? Maybe they don't like the fact that Marsh has gone. Who knows?
sure, Christensen wasn't playing even under Marsh near the end anyway.
True. True.
Like, he went off before the World Cup. There was, like, Christensen had a mistake in him. But he man marked Zaha out of it. He man marked Grealish out of it. You know, he was a quality defender. And then he goes to the World Cup, and that's it.
Same for Aronson.
He's just a fucking player now in the cup games.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't know.
luckily, Ailing has improved his game.
Oh, Alien as I've said, Alien has been excellent. It's just that I always said it like that. As much as I like the signing of Rutter, I'd preferred someone with a bit more experience. He's only 20 years old. Like, it was another fucking kid. Like,
I'd prefer a proper striker.
what what was available though? It was just fucking
Well,
hell.
like you keep saying, Brereton Diaz.
Yeah, why would have taken him? Like, I know he's a championship forward, but he's a number nine. He's an out and out number nine. Like,
Yeah.
and instead of that, we bought 35 million on another wide forward, like to go along with
So, so
Nanto, Sinistera, Aarons, and Harrison, fucking Somerville.
it's the same kind of player, isn't it?
It is like he looks a player, but he's so raw and he's so young.
I've not seen anything of him yet that makes me think he's worth 36 million.
Not really either, to be honest.
I saw Gelhardt on the. I was watching Championship highlights, and he fluffed a couple of good chances. He's not the answer.
No, Gelhardt was. No, Jaffe has kind of been found out now. I think he's a championship player. Like, and even then he's struggling in the championship.
Yeah,
And anytime we started him in cup games or anything, he don't fuck all like.
they should have brought in the player that I said they should have brought in about 4 months ago. Proper striker, shit hot strike rate. Mirko Antonucci, 38 years old, playing for Bari, scores virtually every fucking week.
Bring him back.
Bring him back.
Jesus, man, at this
Yes, he's
stage now,
playing in Serie
I
B.
take him at this stage.
Yes, he's playing in Serie B, but I don't care. He had a slow start for us, but he was good. And then he obviously had a falling out with Cellino, and off he went.
Yeah,
He's 38, 39 years old and still fucking hammering away in the second division in Italy. That's good.
he was. He was just. Well, that was Colino had been mental like as usual, but sure, I
Bring him
remember
back.
when he wasn't falling out with players or managers, he was roaring at fucking spaghetti sauces and chops. Like, remember that? There was a call of him on camera giving out to a fucking jar of fucking tomato sauce. Like,
Bring him back. That's what we need. He'd be better than Bamford.
the moment he would for definite. Sure. Anyways,
Poor
we will
Bamford.
leave it at that for this one. And hopefully now, by the next time we do this, we'll have a fucking right manager in place. And
So, are
I
we
don't know.
saying Hasenhutel?
Huh?
Are we saying Hasenhutel?
Well, we both agree that with what's available now.
Yeah,
Well, initially, we wanted Pochettino, of course, but sure, that was always just hope, wasn't it? You know,
yeah.
blind faith, hope, or whatever you want to call it. You know, unfortunately not. But sure, look, we'll leave it at that. And thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully we'll be back. Who are we playing next? It's Everton next away in Goodison, isn't it?
Everton, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Hope that's a big one, man. That's a fucking huge one now.
Yep. Proverbial six-pointer, as they say.
But before we go, what would your hopes be? Obviously a win, but
But if we play like we have done the last two games, it's a win. A comfortable win.
going away to Goodison, I'm going to be a bit more. What's the word? I can't think of the word right now, but I'm going to say a draw would be a good result. Away, like that.
Our defense is a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, and their attack is a hell of a lot weaker.
Exactly.
The last Gordon and the last Rondon, I know Rondon wasn't playing, but he still needs an option.
Yeah. So I think a win. I think nothing else but a win. But then I said that about Forest, and look what happened.
That was look, that was. Anyways, talk to you again. See you next time.
See you later.